That was crazy. And also, I mean, we ever heard about the stories of him hanging out with Usher when he was young. Also, a 48. What is it? That was crazy. People are saying 48 hours when Justin Bieber turned 16 or 17 or something like that. Hours. What the heck is that? But well, there are those stories out there allegedly. I mean, Google it and you'll find them.
I'd rather not. If you're saying if it, hey, if it was 16 or 17, I will believe you. I'm not googling it.
We also know that Diddy has also had a lot of weird situations. Shine.
What was that? Shine. What was that?
Shine is the rapper who got locked up for
Uh-huh.
allegedly popping off in the club. People
Yeah.
said back then, Diddy was with J Lo, and
Yeah.
allegedly it was Diddy who let something loose. But
Yeah. Yeah. Shine
Shine
took care of
was
it.
the one who took the fall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shine is now in Belize, being be a politician these days.
Hmm.
Shout out to him. I mean,
You
and
gotta eat.
I think he got a care package from Diddy. I mean, you took some time. I mean, I think he
Yeah.
said for 20 years, something like that.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
so,
Wow.
it was in New York. If you pop off in the club in New York, you're gonna do time.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And that's why
Wow.
probably so keep the links, right? I'm building the bridges. He doesn't hold his own piece. He puts it in the pocket
Cassie.
of Cassie. So I could believe that. You know,
Yeah. 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 So the
you
story. I agree with you.
you could string it all together.
I agree with you because this isn't a criminal case led by a prosecutor who did the research and have the evidence, etc. It's being filed by, it's a civil case being filed by the victim.
Yeah.
And so it can go either way. But
Good.
if this is a lie, if what Cass is saying is a lie, they say if you're going to lie, lie as closely as possible to the truth. So she didn't say anything. So, for example, when we discussed the in the very earlier shows, or at least episodes, the Michael Irving situation where he
That
was
was wow.
falsely accused. Well, when you hear the story, you're like, is he capable? And then you see the video and you're like, nah, it's not him. But some people, if you already have those rumors, just like the Smiths, man, if you already have those rumors going around and you see or read something like this, you're like,
Confirmation
I know there's not a verdict yet, but it seems plausible. It seems plausible.
One thing I believe from the start is that he would settle. Because
Yeah.
the problem is when you get
You
in that room, in that position, you don't know where it's gonna go.
yeah.
And looking at the Kifidi story and all those, I mean, we all hear I mean, there are so many stories about Diddy. You get in a deposition room, it's over. You're gonna look crazy. I don't know whose deposition did I saw last time around, and I was like, oh, I cannot say his name, but apparently he uh he did himself in the New York cell. Let's we know who we talking about.
We know.
We know his wife is now also locked up. But let's continue. I saw his deposition and I was like,
Girlfriend.
oh, this is well, girlfriend, yeah. His accomplice. Let's call it accomplice. I saw his deposition and I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Because the thing with deposition is that once it starts, it no stone will be left unturned.
Yeah.
And I didn't. You were the one who talked about the deposition. So you or at least you made the connection as well, because just a couple of shows ago we talked about Kifi D getting locked up
Yeah.
for self snitching I'm basically saying that he was in the car, so he was an accomplice to the deletion of Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
And shortly after, it was revealed that allegedly, or this, it was told in the news that Diddy had direct contact with Kifi D and or his people, and that there might be indication that Diddy was indeed the one who gave the green light or the assignment. Now,
They
all
put it
these things,
out there. He put it out in the contract.
yeah. So all these things are, the thing is, there are a lot of rumors, and what is true, what is not.
That's the
But
problem.
I think that Diddy himself doesn't want to. He was like, if this is coming, I don't want, and it's better for me to settle now than let this go, because I think that every time we hear a story, it's just like the Smiths, man. It's like the tip of the iceberg.
It's a tip.
You never know how deep the rabbit hole goes. You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
And I think Diddy was like, you know what?
Well, he knows what is going to be found. He's like, I'm gonna stop here. You know what's crazy? Apparently, they went to the lawyer before this,
Who,
saying
who is they?
they, as in the part of Cassie, the lawyer.
Yeah.
'Cause the thing is that she's saying she's gonna write a book about it. She said she's gonna write a book about everything if you don't give me what I don't know.
Yeah.
10,
Because they didn't have NDAs back then.
well, I
Or
don't
they,
think there is the NDA because otherwise
that's what I'm saying. NDA is like a phenomenon. Well, they did exist
he
probably,
did access, but they didn't
but
use it
they didn't
properly.
use it. No,
Or
they
maybe
didn't. I don't think they use it at all. As in their personal lives, the
Mhm.
companies used it, but not people didn't regard themselves as and their debaucheries as something to not disclose.
Maybe he wanted the NDA, but already if he would have given her, it would have been probably mid.
Yeah, but you can still do it.
He can give it, but
I mean,
before
if the
that,
person agrees that he will not or she will not talk about something that happened,
the crazy part is she hasn't talked yet, right?
well,
All
she
this
did.
time, she filed a lawsuit, but she hasn't told anything.
No, she did. No, because she did. Yeah, yeah,
She thought. So this is the thing. So I'm linking everything together. When I saw the lawsuit, I'm like, Young Miami is out here giving interviews saying that she's getting a credit line from Diddy that's 200K. She's talking about his business out there, talking about their business, and Cassie is sitting home like, I kept my mouth shut all these years, and this dude gave me
zero.
Diddy and bubblegum.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
now I want something as well for myself. And probably she allegedly they approached the team, Diddy's team, before this already was filed to settle before it even came this far.
yeah,
So and then she filed it, and then they thought, you know what? She means business. They thought maybe she was bluffing. I
yeah.
think that's probably the reason. But what do you think? Let me know.
Well, what I think is that two things can be right at the same time, or two things can be correct at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. So I'm not saying. So I mean, and some people, a lot of people, I have to say, when you look at the comments, they don't look at it from a purely objective perspective. Now, maybe that comes because I'm a lawyer and
No,
I
you
know
don't.
how these things I know how these things go. A settlement is not all a settlement doesn't mean that you're right or wrong. It's just a way to say, you know what, I don't want to fight anymore for whatever reason. I don't want to put my money in this. I don't want to put my money in this is did you need to go for a bit? No. I don't want to put my money in this case. I don't have the time to put in this case. I know I'm wrong. I know I'm at fault. So it's better for me to just um settle, because it's better, settling is better than losing. So there are a lot of reason for settling. We talked about a couple of shows ago about Grant Cardone not settling, paying $1.2 million to prove his innocence, in, or at least to prove that he didn't scam people. And the person who filed the case was requesting $10,000. So that's litigating for litigating out of principle.
Yeah.
But not everyone wants to do it. So I didn't expect them to settle, at least not this fast. But what I'm saying is that when I know that it was about the money as well. But what I'm saying is um, what's written in the petition, the court petition, doesn't necessarily need to be false. Doesn't necessarily need to be true either. But at the end of the day, money solves a lot of things.